Alright, so hey, I'm not gonna lie, making this video is a big risk, but as you know, this YouTuber named DragGotCombo's, he made a video, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't agree with anything that he says in this video, because he's talking about this new weapon that got revamped after, I guess the reason why it was revamped because it was trash. I'm not gonna say it's the best weapon now that it's revamped, but at the same time, like, it's not terrible, if you get what I'm saying. Now, Drag, on the other hand, still thinks that it's the most useless weapon in the game, and I got a few things to say. All right, so I'm gonna show you exactly what he says in parts, because I don't want to copy the entire 3-minute video.
Well, you decided to revamp this weapon, okay? And from what I've seen, this is probably the most useless shit and the dumbest revamp I've ever seen in my entire life. This is exactly the reason this game is gonna die. I'm just gonna show you guys what I mean, alright? Because obviously you guys probably don't understand because you've seen some other reactions, but I'm just gonna actually explain what is really fucking wrong with this shit.
Also, if you hear him talking fast, it's because this man talks so slow. I had to hold on, wait. I mean, no disrespect or anything, but
I'm just gonna show you guys what I mean, alright?
Like, this entire part where he's talking about the weapon is 20 seconds long.
I'm just gonna explain to you guys. Okay?
Like, he's talking about the same thing.
Cells in my life. I don't know if they're like making fun of it or like it's actually a good thing. I'm just gonna explain to you guys. Okay. For you decided to revamp this weapon.
I don't have time for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, just get to the point. I mean, he's getting to the point right here, but I'm just saying, like, come on now, just speed up the pace.
I'm gonna, actually explain what is really fucking wrong with this shit. So
and now he's just now getting to it at a minute. When it was like right here, that was literally 20 seconds from this point on, from right here. Okay, but no disrespect though, no disrespect. All right, just let's get into the video.
You got to move Festival Crash, which is a combo extend and a garbage. It's a pretty good move. Don't get me wrong. Right? Okay, I'm gonna. Oh fuck. Alright, let me show you guys what I fucking mean. What I mean, bro. Look at this shit. Look how dumb. Bro, I'm fucking losing brains. Just look, please. You gotta understand what I mean. Please tell me you got it. Please don't tell me you understand what just happened. Okay.
Okay, let me slow this down right here because this is where he gets to the interesting part.
Motherfucker added a whole ass wall move, right? That when you use the combo extend on it, it does what? 35 damage? Not even. I think it does 16. I don't even know. Okay, 40 damage. Good shit. For what? So you can knock back and you cannot get it under another M1 string. That move is useless. You're missing a whole last M1 string. Like,
okay, so I'm not gonna get into my reasoning just yet because I want to show you. But after this part right here, he's talking about how if you land an ability that is able to, then it will. Well, he's mostly talking about Magu in this situation, but it will bounce back if you try to hit the ice wall. So, but his reasoning is that the move is so useless. Like, first of all, why would you even go for a move that can instead of trying to go for like perfect blocks or just blocking in general? He thinks that the ice wall isn't big enough to like, cover yourself completely to make you feel like actually safe. It's not like barrier. That's his whole reasoning. And for Magu especially, any one of these little things right here, these magma fists, can just easily go around and just do splash damage and hit him either way, so it doesn't matter. But now let's get into my reasoning. So if you read right here, I posted this not long ago, and before any of you DragGotCombo fans come inside my comment section, please listen. Wow, so the game is gonna die because the sword is an infinite combo material, which would add more unbalanced nature to the game? Wow, just don't use the sword. He complains about the wall's deflective capabilities when the whole reason the ability is there to use your other move. Come on now, the fruit is not barrier. I mean, not the fruit, the sword is not barrier. It's not supposed to be meant as a shield. It's supposed to be used for your ability. What is this called? What is this called? Festival Crash. You can use Frostwall in many, not that many You could try doing something like Black Leg plus Frostwall. If you throw up the Frostwall, do like a little infinite combo, M1 combo. Or you could just try, I don't know, M1, Festival, or Frostwall, Festival crash and just take the knockback, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather have that than like a 30 M1 damage weapon constantly hitting me and I don't get the knockback and I'm just sitting there in an infinite combo. How is this the dumbest revamp when the reason that it was revamped in the first place is because it had two moves which were basically a copy and paste and pretty much served no value to begin with. He thinks of ice move as a waste of stamina because he only thinks that it's used as a shield. I mean, that's the point of a wall, right? I mean, but at the same time, no. It's used as a way to help you do more damage with Festival Crash. Like Drag was saying before, he was talking about how, why would you need to use this ability? It's just a waste of stamina. Just go for a perfect block or just, I don't know, do something. Just, why would you need to waste your stamina on this? But at the same time, let's think about it. Not everyone in the game can perfect block. There might be some people who view this sword differently. Maybe it's fun for other people to deflect other abilities. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe not every single person that fights against this sword is a Magu user who does a million splash damage. Or maybe even a Mera user. I don't even know if you can deflect Mera. Like, no one's gonna look at the wall and say, hey, let me just shoot at it, see if, you know, maybe it will hit the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not how it's gonna work. The whole point of the move was to use your Festival Crash. It's not supposed to be used as another barrier wall. Now, let's get to the interesting part, alright? Let's go inside the comment section. Maybe there's some people who might agree with my opinion.
I woke up to this? People overhyping this? Nah, I don't know what's happening no more. Thank you for listening to the community. Even though I don't remember asking for a revamp because the weapon was already mid.
But they're not hyped about the weapon, they're hyped about for you listening to the community.
Do you not understand? That weapon was ass.
Here we go. The move is not useless and it doesn't have another M1 combo string after the knockback. Weapons in GPO don't always have to fit your skill level. A lot of PvP players keep forgetting that GPO isn't really a PvP based game. Every weapon made by them doesn't have to benefit for PvP all the time. And so I was having an argument yesterday about Sanibels. It's not a PvP weapon. It's supposed to be a support weapon. Because think about it. Sanibels is a healing item. So when multiple people use Sanibels at the same time, because Sanibels heals about either 50 or 80 HP, you're looking at a lot of HP regain. And honestly, I think that's because if you look back at when Santa Elves, if you did like a lot of damage to the Santa Elves and they travel as a pack using these Sanibels at the same time, they always used to heal so much health, and then they always used to heal the boss's HP back too. That's why people had to separate the boss from the minions, because they were so overpowered that they can just keep respawning and healing the boss. And that just proves how good Sanibels were, or I mean how good they can be. So when you look at this weapon, now you could use it for PvP. This is a usable weapon for PvP, but at the same time, you're just looking at an infinite combo material weapon, something like Cutlass, or maybe not, because a lot of people say that Cutlass isn't really good anymore. But this weapon right here, this weapon actually does have potential. But I'm not saying everybody's gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. Wah! I can't combo people against the wall and do 50 damage per M1 with a combo extender that guard breaks. AKA, you shouldn't be complaining about the potential crab Cutlass. I cannot say that word for some reason. I struggle to say that sometimes. But thankfully, it got a rework though, because that thing was too busted. Everyone is so retarded. OMG! Wow! Calling your fans I'm not even gonna repeat that word. I don't even know why I said it to begin with. But calling your fans an R word, that is just so out of character, Drag. You need to leave. Bro, I woke up to a fan girling over this mid weapon. Let's see what Khalifa Black has to say. Not everything has to do with PvP. Of course, that's what y'all think. Let's go back to our conversation about Sanibels. It's not a PvP based weapon, but it still has its uses. The weapon did not even come out yet, and the man said the game is gonna die because of these updates. Stop the hate, bro. It's his game, not yours. Each weapon should have its own unique. Wait, what? Have its own unique if you want a PvP. And find this weapon useless in PvP. Just use just use a different weapon. That's exactly what I said. This man. Oh, you're getting a like. Oh, and look who replied to the comment as well. How sweet, right? They just don't want to make a move that is exactly like Crab Cutlass. No offense towards you, but stop the hate. You're crying over this for no reason, just because the weapon is better than before. Not to mention that the weapon already has a combo extend, and everyone here knows you're good. So you will find a way to make it work. He's wasting time on stuff like that. Y'all SE community wondering why there is no update? What do you mean wondering why there's no update? It's not Christmas yet. What's the point of releasing this on like midsummer? Someone says OMG lol, stop crying, laughing emoji. Let's see. On God, people don't realize how serious this is. This isn't serious at all. You're just crying over a weapon that isn't infinite combo material. You're crying because the ice wall doesn't. But like I said before, you're lucky that he even added the deflective capabilities on the ice wall to begin with. This man is already crying, bro. Shut up. I don't know, maybe because I actually care about the game. If you actually care, you care about the game? Well, I mean, I'm sure if you actually cared about the game, you'd put more thought into the idea of having the knockback on the weapon. Like, someone such as yourself does not easily get infinite comboed every single day. Now, I'm not saying I get infinite comboed every single day. I'm just saying, like, you're making it seem worse than it is. At the end of the day, I just don't see how this weapon is useless at all. Drag, I respect you as a YouTuber, I respect you as a fighter, but just because you don't get infinite comboed by almost anybody doesn't mean the rest of us don't. Not everyone knows how to perfect block in this game. Please remember that. The ice wall can be useful in situations. So if you really care about the game, next time you make a video like this, put more thought into what they're doing.